Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. If you wouldn't mind, could you please give a big round of applause for the boys from the Kingsford Community School? Oh. Let's find out where they are. Here we are. He, him, I, and me. He? Who is he? He's talented, he's unstoppable, and stronger than you even know. Oh, I can confront your truths. You're taken for granted. All those sleepless nights, all those sacrifices you've made. How the pillars of responsibilities not weighing so heavy on your shoulders. Who gave you the blueprint to become the unbreakable man I look at today? He's a role model. He's a teacher, but ultimately, he is him. Him and him. Independent, supportive, and a graftaholic for attacking his dreams. When I speak about him, I'm instantly defensive. I'm triggered by how misunderstood you are. I'm frustrated by the world's lack of faith in you. That sounds like a you problem. No, it isn't. It's a we problem. They try to crush you with their reservations, but I see your strengths. They try to poison you with an unpalatable taste of resentment, fused with a distrust which seems warranted to some. But I know it won't be to you. You may ask why. He's uncomfortable. Have you asked him why? I'm confrontational, but have you listened to why? Because ultimately, all we really hear are excuses to overlook you, to discredit you, to destroy all that you have become. He, him, I and me. Ultimately, we're wasted talent. So welcome today, guys. You are here at the... Thank you. So we're all here today for the He, Him, I, and Me spoken word showcase. We've got some amazing acts tonight, some from the UK, some from the US, so you lot are in for an amazing treat. So I will introduce our first act for tonight, and it's the Infector.
What's going on, people? You cool? How you feeling today? Good? All right. So my name is Infector. Just going to introduce myself really briefly before I start speaking to you. I guess you could say I'm a father, artist, entrepreneur, youth worker. I'm many things, many hats. But main thing is I'm very passionate about the youth, and I'm very passionate about making a change in the world and basically trying to make it a positive place or making a positive change. The name Infector stands for Lyrically Sick, Influence Others to Spit. Grew up in Lagos, Nigeria, came here at the age of 10, and fast forward to now, I've got my clothing line. I'm about to do some amazing things with Imagine and Inspire next year with Selfridges. I'm about to sign my first major deal later on this year. And yeah, last time I performed here, I was like, must have been 2009. It's like, we're in 2019, right? So that's like 10 years ago. I was literally, if you ever see it, it was so cringe. And it's crazy how things work. I don't know, I'm just letting God take control right now. I don't even know why I said that, just to show you that it takes time. But anyway, let's get into it. So I'm gonna do 2 pieces for you. Normally I do music, but Top's called in the favor, and I was like, yeah, let me do some spoken word again. It's been a while. First piece is gonna be about, I guess, the harsh message that I wanna talk about in society right now. It's a statement piece, originally called Words of Wisdom, but I call it Black Boys. And the second piece is about love. So here we go. Black boys, yeah, we're all black boys. Don't stereotype us by what you see on those tabloids, because if you read between the lines, you'll find most of the things they're telling us are white lies. Believe me, it's not nice. Man, I hear people like I only roll with knives or nines. Apparently, we kill each other by night. If that's true, there'll be barely any left on the curbside. Now, I'm not saying it's right to try and take another individual's life. Listen, I'm not a preach, but what I say is what I write, and what I write is what's on my mind. I'm moving forward. I'm not shy. I've had enough of why we're being left behind. This is for boys or girls, black or white. Unity is power. Let's not collide, but unite. Because when you look at the sun, it's bright. You could also make that your future. But nowadays it seems like the future's a fight, struggle and strive. Nobody's dropping down their pride. But me, I've had enough of the madness. So truly, I stay ghost on the campus. I gotta keep my mind clear and stay focused. It's not awkward. We can all move forward. Now this is for my black boys in East. Come on, I remember the day. Sorry. This is for my black boys in North. Of course, we were all one, sinners to the Lord. Still, if you can't afford. But then we clock that leads to getting locked up and forced behind doors. So pause. Stop and think. Truly, we don't want to see blood spilled like a drink. We're talented in many ways. We can prove it. We got sense. No need to be dumb. Let's use it. And it's true, we can all be positive. Think about when you want to do something productive. If you got somewhere you want to get to, it's better to move slowly than still and stagnant. It takes a bigger man to walk away. If you don't believe me, that's what Martin Luther said. So let's listen to words of wisdom. Take them in as they were said by Nelson Mandela. Yes, we're all better than the image we're portrayed to take from the media. We want paper so we can be greater, not to smell of cheddar and look like a bather. So let's stay up, everyone raise up. We can move faster than wheels on a day bus. Drop the knives down, let them corrode the rust. We're young adults now, we can leave violence in the dust. Now this is for my black boys in East. Come on, I remember the days, disturbing the peace. Everybody knew Infector's a beast, not a neek. I'ma jack him in the booth for the peace. Breezing from police, screaming out, that's who it is. If you don't believe me, ask Jeeves. School days we used to be for our two mates. Next to you know, guys, we're wet like Kool-Aid. But let's leave the hype in the past. It's not worth the amount of lives being lost. Think in your stance. Recap, then take a glance. Do you really want to add to this turbulence? Because every day there's another face that's up in papes for being stabbed by another brain. Look what we're doing to our own race. Families are crying on a train. So let's stop this. It's insane. I had to put a big full stop so you understand what I mean, man. It's too much. Your life's worth more than the price of a jeweled watch. Now in other sense, MLK ended slavery and torment. Man, this is madness. Why? Because we're all being hell-bent when I know all of my black boys are heaven sent. Black boys. And this one, till this day, is untitled. It's a much more shorter piece, and it talks on the love side, because I think one of the misconstructions in society is that men are apparently not emotional beings or disconnected. And when I went through what I went through, that in 2012, I basically had, I'll just briefly say this before I get into it. In 2012, I basically had the best and worst year of my life. I had signed my songwriting deal with Ellis Rich, who used to be Simon Cowell's boss. I had become the face of JD, and I had landed a main role in E4 Youngers, which went on to be like their most watched show. But on the flip side, I lost my auntie, I lost a few friends to gun and knife crime, I had a gun put to my head. I had all these things going on, and it led to me being in hospital. And one of the things that basically made it harder to come out of, or that made that even happen, is because I never used to talk about my emotions. Because I used to get this message that says, because I'm a man, and a black man at that we must be strong, and we must be like, not, it basically was this weird programming that had been put into me, and it really, if I had spoken about my feelings more, that could have easily been avoided. So, yeah, so this one's in that whole line of talking about more feelings, so let's go. When we met for the first time, it was the best, not worst time. My mind was taken away, and I'll blatantly say, if it's bait that she's waste. But she was beautiful and amazingly safe, and I couldn't keep my eyes away from her face. When she blushed back, I thought maybe it's faith. But I knew from the start that we'll have to depart, and departure will have my heart aching for days. Like, wait, now she's gone? And and she's there with another man. I say that I don't care, on the other hand, I can't bear to see her there with another man. My heart tears, it ain't fair, you don't understand. It's become so much like, now I love her and I ain't a loser, but if I can choose her as my future, then I won't make other plans. See, it's amazing and rare. Some days I stare and I just think about her face and her hair. It's bait that she cares. She got a man, so it's not the plan to flirt and date other brares, but deep down in her heart, there's a place and I'm there, but no time to waste. I've been wasted for years. I'm going in for the kill, tell her how I feel. I won't rest till my name is declared as a hobby. I'm at least making it there, don't worry. Trust me, I blatantly care. You got a problem we can blatantly share, cause I care and I know we can make it for years. I tell her, look, I ain't other brares. You've been played in the past, so you're basically scared. But I'm winning your faith, I'm willing to wait, cause you're worth it, so my patience is here. And I know that your man ain't treating you right, so I make time to speak to you at night, put a smile on your face while you give me advice like, stay away from all the beef and the fights. And believe me, I tried. But these days it seems like every guy wants a piece of the pie that's not even a lie, so I'm chiefing out guys, but inside, I have to think much more deeper and wise, because nowadays, I'm speaking my mind. You're exactly the sort of face I need in my life. And if I had you, I'd be treating you right. If you had me, there'll be no reason to cry. You see, I'll be treating you right. You're my inspiration, give me reasons to write. So girl, what's the issue? I know, yeah, did I mention that I still miss you? Thank you for having me. My name's Effector, God bless.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, can we have another big round of applause, please? Amazing. So I probably have to thank him a little bit because he's kind of taught me how to hold a mic. That's one thing I'm terrible at. I can never hold a mic properly when I'm doing events. Normally I'm just used to kind of shouting at everyone. But thank you so much for opening up the night with that, because I think both of them was such a nice contrast. And for me personally, I know a lot of young males do kind of have those thoughts that they can't express themselves, that if they seem too emotional or too emotionally tuned in, then they're less of a man. And events like this tonight, we're making sure that you don't feel like that, and you see that you can be a multifaceted man. You can do everything. The world, yeah, you can do it all. Get your man that can do both. No, honestly, you lot can do whatever you put your mind to, and nights like this is especially why we are so glad that everyone's come together. And so, for our next performer, we have Icy, who is representing United Borders for today. Please give a nice warm applause.
Yeah. Well, go on. What are you going to do? You going to talk it first? Yeah, you do the introduction.
About quick verse, what's he talking about? Hi people, this is Justin from United Borders. Thanks for Topsy and thanks for Effectors. That was a really, really big opener. We're glad to be here. We're from West London, North West London. We've got a double-decker bus, and we go around in different parts of North West London, connecting different areas, different young people, to make sure that people know each other, work together, and start getting to a space where everyone's kind of unified. And we use music to do that. In between doing our project, you know, we unearth some real big diamonds. I mean, Icy, obviously, the name speaks for itself, but he's one of those diamonds for me that came to the project, already had an established music career, but the whole point with Icy was to challenge him to do something different. So today, Icy's doing spoken word. It's not really his normal, but he's talented, and when you're talented, you can do anything. If you're a writer and you write music, you can write scripts, you can write anything you want. So again, can we give a round of applause for Icy, please?
Yeah, cool. So yeah, this is basically a spoken word, like, it's like with my thoughts about like my come up, like the area as well I'm raised in, like there's a bit of madness as well, so yeah, I'm just gonna talk the realness. So, what, you got the instrumental? Whoever's playing the instrumental? Yeah. Yeah. North West London, Stratford, stand up, yeah, go on. Yeah. It's a long intro though, like, yeah. Yeah. Still ain't dropped yet. Yeah. Come vibes to my talk. Picture me rolling 4 pipes on a Porsche. Flights out abroad. No more nights where I walk. No more handing out light like a torch. The government took my little sister. All now, not a word or a whisper. PTSD, dry cry like I'm Sizzler. Some get high off a weed and a Rizzler. month on 5 years still. My life's been horror and thrill, struggle's been real. Mother had to hustle and still, just so she got me a meal. Daddy weren't fit for the role, don't even know what he looks like. He probably lives on my road. I will always progress but never flip on my own. They can touch my flesh but can't mix with my soul. I say less and I think much. My granddad told me about the wind rush. Heard about jobs and got picked up. Came here for work, not a link up. Only temporary basis to make quids, but saw less on his pay slip, so stayed ages, cause we can't live on his wages. Why you think they wore shoes with no laces? I can't talk about Porsches or Bentleys, stuck in a trap, but it's temporary. We can't do much, cause they shut down our youth clubs, so we only got a block just to cool on. We had visions and big plans, but not much chance in the sick clan. Some of my people then flip grams to make a quick brand, then they lock us with a wristband. Royalty when we hopped in earth, so they got some nerves with the stop and search. White man robbed the purse, they don't stop him first. They saw Mark Duggan and stopped and burst. They shoot one of us, then we shoot back. Me against the world like Tupac. We all stuck to this money like blue tack. Forget a shoe rack, buy a new flat. Cause how's my mama Londoner, but fighting for a room like a struggler, raw warrior. But they gave a 2-bed to a foreigner. All this pain just made me a hustler. Up and down this road like a courier. Just say how it is, I ain't a stush guy. All these youngers make thousands off a push bike. So we think forget school when the trap bangs. And why I work a low pay, that's bad, and get robbed by the tax man. And that's that, yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, another round of applause, guys. Another round of applause. Yeah. Do you know what? I was listening to some of those parts and I was like, ooh, ouch. Okay, yeah, you've lived a life and you still got a smile on your face. So, yeah, do you know what? I commend you for that. See, guys, it's not that bad. And when you have to wake up and go to school early and everything, you're complaining. Think about it, your life could be a lot harder. But, yeah, so thank you. And I think it's really kind of interesting to home in on some of the events and things that we're kind of doing right now. So he, him, I, and me, any of you that kind of have spoken to Topsy or any of the Wasted Talent team kind of know what our vision is. And anyone that doesn't, you need to know. So I'm going to tell you tonight. We want to make sure that you lot have a place to be able to express yourself. As a creative or anything that you might have, you have a vision, you have something that you want to do, that's what we're for. So workshops like tonight's and the showcases that we're putting on, we want to make sure that everyone has a place. Everyone can kind of come up and perform something amazing, whether or not you want to do a bit of spoken word, poetry, a bit of rap, or whatever it may be. Topsy, however, is going to tell you a little bit more. Everyone, give a round of applause for the man himself.
Hello, people. Hello. Listen, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. Really appreciate it. One of our acts has literally just come out the station, so Makita kind of improvised and got me to speak. So how's everybody finding it so far? Yeah. Good so far, yeah? The first 2 acts are really good, isn't it? Okay, cool. So, hi, yes, okay, cool. So if we can give maybe 5 minutes or so, and I believe that our next act will be here. So, is anything, I'm just freestyling, guys, at the moment, yeah? I'm really freestyling. Any questions or anything? Sorry? Yeah, okay, cool. Do you guys want to come? Dean, would you like to come? Okay, perfect.
Sorry, guys, I just wanted to be able to turn the attention onto why we're actually here, which is actually the boys. So my name is Nadine, and I also go by an artistic name, which is Chia Phoenix. And I have been working with these lovely young boys at the front, probably for the last literally 2.5 weeks. It's only been about 8 sessions. I have really pushed them to be able to just have something to be able to deliver to you today. This is actually the second time that I've worked with Kingsford Community School, so I'm really thankful to be able to be back. The last time Wasted Talent did a project, it was actually she, her, I, and me. The whole point The whole point of the project is to be able to give young people an opportunity to be able to express how they're feeling about what they're seeing in society, about the fact that they're young men, about identity, about feelings, about girls, about puberty. It's really important that our young people actually have a voice. I think that, I don't know how old most people are in here, but like I was born in 1980, and when I went to school, I didn't have to deal with knowing that someone on my estate just got stabbed, yeah? I didn't have to deal with the school, you know, telling us that, announcing in an assembly that this person has been passed away. Some of the schools have got like the news, they've got like TVs where the news are playing. So our young people are consistently receiving bad information or bad news about what's happening in the world, but they very rarely get an opportunity to be able to express it. And I personally feel that most of our young people, especially our young boys, because they're burying their feelings so much about what they're seeing, it's actually being expressed in inappropriate ways, which is them just being angry, getting into arguments, or whether it's the knife crime. Now, I have been working with young people for about 18 years. I've worked in schools, pupil referral units, I've worked across the prisons, and genuinely, honestly, when I sit with young males, if you give them an opportunity to talk, that's all that they actually want to do. Just before I introduce the boys, I've got one particular poem that I wrote, and it's called Young Man. This poem was written, it's in an ode to Aaron Eaton. I don't know if anybody knows of Aaron Eaton. He was a young actor who was actually going to be, he was rehearsing for Brotherhood, the film Brotherhood, and he passed away. He had committed suicide. And I was actually in a production with him at the time, and then I heard that he committed suicide, and it really got to me. The reason why it got to me is because when I was 8 years old, my father had tried to commit suicide. So it's something that is very dear to me, but it's not something that we all talk about a lot, especially in males. So I wrote this poem in response to what had happened to Aaron. So it's called Young Man. Young man, why are you holding your head down low? You think I don't notice, but I can see your soul. You smile and charm and shine so bright, but yet you're feeling so alone when it's the dead of night. Hiding your fears, you've been so skilled at it for years, but you're a man, and a man can't show no tears. Man can't show no tears. Here lies the problem. Telling a man that he can't show no emotion, can't ask for no help. He must play the provider role. I'm telling you now, balance is the key to saving our souls. Man and woman both bleed. They have two lungs, a heart, eyes, arms, and legs. Both of our blood is the same color red. We both have eyes to allow tears to flow and water to clean our eyes and to let shit go. A perfect design by the great divine for man and woman to get through time. Yet one sex is denied the opportunity to grow, making him keep it in playing the I'm okay show. The man's version of the woman's I'm fine, lying through her teeth, not showing a sign. Man says he ain't got nothing to say, his favorite words becoming I'm okay. Holding it in for years and still no tears. We now reach anger. That leads to a cliffhanger, a headbanger. Thoughts going wild and stuck in their pain, hurt like a little child, and still no tears, years with no tears. Tears are the body's way to release stress, hence why we can cry when we're sad and cry when we're vexed. No stress release, now we're catching problems with the police. No release, there is no release. Because they say man can't cry, and while we tell that lie, we will see more of our brothers die. Sad and deep, it cuts real deep. When the truth is your truth and the reflection is yours, time to make our lives mine better and yours. So let man cry and ask him why. Hold and hug and love, don't sigh. Don't run, don't say it's wrong, because people are horrible when they are wrong and strong. Even worse when they are right, but their judgment makes you feel wrong, like you don't belong. So let's take this time to care a little more. Look in each other's eyes and connect some more. Spend more time with your people some more. Don't let time run away no more. Young man, grown man, old man, I'm here if you need me. I can walk with you or talk with you and just let you just be if you need me. I'm here if you need me, but I have to let you know that I'm here if you need me. All right? So that was just to open up. All right? So now, my little lovelies, are you ready? They're like, yeah. Okay. So lastly, just want to say, everything that you hear from the boys, they've written themselves. I have not written anything. We had a few sessions where we did a little bit of workshopping, we were talking, and then all I did is gave them titles, they went home and they wrote. So really please listen to them, but they are nervous, they are a little bit scared, so as much love that you can give to them as possible would be wonderful. So go on boys, go and get yourself in your positions.
We are brothers. Oh my days. Ayo, I swear he's like him.
Nah, he is me.
Objection! I am me.
Wait, yeah, like him and him. Imagine me and him.
But I'm not like him.
Mate, that's because you're like me.
I no one wants to be you. Everyone wants to be like me.
Shut up!
You man need to stop waffling.
Wait. Why can't boys express their feelings?
What? Yo, Kai, come on. We don't have time for this. Let's go.
Because we're boys.
Boys can't express feelings. Feelings are for girls.
Shut up, you man. We can't talk about feelings, but we just don't want to.
But what do you mean?
We're scared of what people say, that's why.
Hey, yo, see what this guy's saying. What are you talking about?
I can't lie, I don't agree. It's kind of true, you know. Yeah, and that's why I got things that I want to say. Go on then. He said he wasn't good enough. He said he couldn't do it. But when his life gets rough, who's he? Who do you think I'm talking about? I'm talking about me. Keep on following. He's like a swan, calm on the surface, yet panicking underneath. When will he get the help that he needs? He wears a mask he cannot remove, a mask that lies and displays a fake mood. A life of two sides, one dark, one light, one where they are bright and one where they are dark as night. Society has painted a picture, propaganda that cannot be avoided. How does he express himself? I'm talking about the boys. I rate that.
Hey, yo, can't lie. I don't agree with your point, man. We're boys. In society, boys can't express their feelings. You get me?
What do you mean, fam? Yo, guys, I want to say something.
Benji, no, don't.
No, I must and I will. The darkness hides, the darkness taunts, the darkness spreads. Hiding my thoughts, feeling trapped, barriers surrounding me. Lost in the shadows, hoping for saviour, no one to speak to. On the edge of anxiety, scared to look away from the demons. Rumours spreading like diseases, shadows lurking around, waiting day and night, ready to attack me. Searching for help, I'm drowning in a pool of darkness, looking for an exit, however all sealed off like a prison. Trying to do the best, trying to never give up. But losing hope feels like losing memories. Memories which tell me that there is hope. Memories which show me the path. But as I said, I'm losing hope. Only the elegant words of God can heal me. Only the acts of Samaritans can treat me. Only one memory will be remembered. Please help me. I'm drowning, lost in the shadows, hoping to see you. I don't know how long I'll be around for. Well, that's it. Boys can express themselves, and it only takes one person to do it.
But I never knew man could feel like that, you know?
But you're not going to know, are you? If he's trying to hide it, then you just can't tell.
Honestly, you never express it in class.
Exactly, you never speak in class, that's why.
That's how boys are in society, man.
Are you listening to yourselves? Come on, you might need to toughen up, man. You can't be talking like this.
Shut up! Are you hearing yourself? Are you telling me you've never felt emotional distress? Well, I've got something I've got to say. Countless lives evanesced into the darkness below. Young, teenage boys lie there, like hopeless. On the streets, filled with stress, just like a matter of life or death, due to suppressed feelings. Crying out of sight, no clue of feelings retreating. Anxiety, what ifs, and frustration gushing through the bloodstream due to suppressed feelings. Adrenaline sparking through the veins, the only thing surfing into their brains. Others need to experience my pain. Grief is caused by propaganda, by society, due to suppressed feelings. Men aren't supposed to suffer. Men are only supposed to connote emotional and physical well-being. According to our society, we should only be seeing strength. Truth is, men are also suffering from anxiety due to suppressed feelings. Yo, that's it. Society makes men feel so they can't express feelings.
Exactly. It's so hard for men to express their feelings in this day.
You man, guess what? You know I've never seen my dad cry. Even when he broke his leg, never
Maybe it's because he's holding it in. Maybe he's pressured by society.
I've got something to say as well. I've got a prayer for this world. When I look at the world, I see a world of hate, darkness, racism, homophobia, and many more. But I also see a world that's trying to make a change for the better, trying to fix itself, so that we as humans can progress and reap the benefits of life. Yo, is that fantasy even achievable?
You know what? This one is messed up.
I see you, the new president, yeah. Well, I need to say something. Boys say showing emotions is a sign of weakness, but I say that's rubbish. I've seen my dad cry, but that doesn't make me weak. I'm a boy and I have feelings and I'm not scared to show them.
You know what? That's what, like you're saying, that's why we have stabbings these days. It's because no one can express their feelings anymore.
You know what? Speaking about people who aren't expressing your feelings, come forward, bro.
I'm talking about actions.
Stop it,
Speak your feelings.
Yeah? Let me tell you about being a boy. It may look fun and game. Sometimes it can get annoying. There's just so many expectations. You gotta be tough and you can't express your feelings. So what do? We start bottling them up. Depression, anxiety, that's a couple of things it could lead to. And if you can't express your feelings, how do you know it won't be you?
As a boy, he never had a toy. Brother in a cell, running through when he gets the bell, holding in his feelings so he just can't tell. Feeling like he's in a shell, throwing his feelings down the well. I always try to make it out of the hood where I wish that others could.
You know what? Being a boy is hard, and I'll tell you why. As a boy, I do what I can. But you can't run from the fear of failure, no matter what you do. People don't view me the way I want them to. As a boy, I look around, and what do I see? Hundreds of eyes staring at me, waiting. As a boy, I sit on the bus, earphones on and in my zone, but I'm alone. People are scared of me because I'm a boy.
As a boy, you're expected to be strong, expected to be a shoulder to cry on, expected to agree even if the other person is wrong, expected to be the man of the house when your father's gone, expected to be able to turn your feelings off and on, because boys grow up to be a man, and a man is meant to be strong and meant to have a plan, as if feelings are banned. But I don't understand. How can we be expected to keep our feelings canned?
As a boy, he never had a friend. When his dad's in his cell, he's scared when the feds ring the bell. While he's in the hood, he's doing what he could.
You see, this is why it's hard for us boys to express our feelings. Hey man, let's go.
I can feel my body changing and rearranging. And I don't understand how. I want it to stop now. I can feel that I'm becoming a man. Is this the plan? Is this what's supposed to happen? I feel like my eyes got black.
6 foot high giants, hairy, hideous humans, broad shoulders, puffed out chest, a mystery or puberty. But you could say I haven't hit my growth spurt yet, and these muscles are still developing. I'm pretty sure I cannot sweat, and no mystery, no up or down, no mystery here. Has my voice got lower, or am I still the same? Am I maturing slower, or should I shift the blame? A mystery or puberty? Am I bonier? Am I hairier? Am I the same person as yesterday?
Ayo, have you seen that new girl? Yeah, I saw her yesterday. I said that her name's Stella. She's looking dope. She's looking dope. You know what? I'm gonna meet her, you know. You got guts, you know. And everything I'm gonna be, I'm gonna say. So tell me what's on your mind. I just want to call you mine. We can have a good time. Tell me what's on your mind. Girl, just take time. Be mine. We can have a good time.
Yo. You have to have way more respect for females, please. Let me show you now.
Show me.
Young boy. Don't get tricked by the looks. Don't get manipulated by their words.
You are strong, you are strong. They look shining, too hard to look away, but stay strong. At the right time, a girl will be waiting, falling for you. I know. Their words sound like the words of an angel. Their silk hair swaying left to right. Heart pounding, lungs squeezing, palms swaying. Too scared to say anything, too scared what she thinks. But at the right time, she'll be yours.
Thanks for that.
Feelings are tough to talk about.
I am judged for my identity.
I get stereotyped for being me.
People judge us by what they see.
Boys trying to get through life.
Men in the making.
When I'm a man, I will achieve. When I'm a man, I will succeed. When I'm a man, I always know what's best. When I'm a man, I'll be the face of success. When I'm a man, I'll keep my head held high. When I'm a man, my only limit is the sky.
When I'm a man, I'll be successful, I'll be happy, and I'll rule. When I'm a man, nobody will tell me what to do, because I'm the leader, the sharpest tool. When I'm a man, I'll be strong, I'll step up to a challenge, short or long. When I'm a man, I hope to be happy, I hope to be strong, because when I'm a man, I will be strong.
When I'm a man, I'll do what I can to make the world a preferable place. When I'm a man, I'll disperse my knowledge, broadcasting knowledge and integrity, regaining trust and courage. When I'm a man, I will be successful and not stifle other people's opinions and not treat other people as my minions. When I'm a man, I'll not just focus on me and not want anyone to flee. When I'm a man, I will be an influence to others, to some a leader, to know what's on people's mind without being a mind reader. When I'm a man, I will be the greatest.
When I'm a man, I finally have friends, nobody pretends. I'm gonna teach my children not to give up hate, because we're all gonna come to our fate. When I'm a man, I'll be strong, always gonna admit when I'm wrong.
When I'm a man, I'm gonna care, I'm gonna provide, I'm gonna teach my kids right. When other people give out hate, I don't rate them right.
When I'm a man, I'll be strong and hopefully never wrong. I'll be happy and snappy and I'll never lie. I won't be shy. And this is the man I'm going to be.
When I'm a man, I'll achieve. When I'm a man, I'll succeed. When I'm a man, I'll be open. I'll be the greatest. I'll be the leader. All these expectations achieved. Occupying the top. No dog able to get rid of me. Too strong, too smart. No one attempting to be my competition. Earning money, living the dream. I wonder, is this the dream? Is there a dream? Or are these expectations beyond my dreams?
When I'm a man, I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna teach my children to never give up hate. I'm gonna teach my kids to never be fake. Say what you wanna say it to my face. Man, I don't understand the human race. Come from the same planet, come from the same place. Every year in London, there's a higher death rate. Trying to make it out the ends, ain't trying to lose the race. Cause life in Newham is a constant chase. I'm only 13, I ain't even hit first base. So I pray when I'm a man, I will be great.
I can't wait to be a man. I've even got a little plan. I'm gonna buy a big house, just me and my spouse. Like a dream come true. There's gonna be so many things I'm gonna be able to do. There's the driving, the voting, the clubbing, and more. And I've done all of this by the time I'm 24. Other things that are gonna drive me mad, like paying rent and paying tax. Man, it's all just sad.
We are. We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
We are.
Boys on the way to be men.
So, as you can see, our young people have got loads of stuff that they have got to say. Loads of stuff going on in their heart. Some of them wrote some stuff that was quite touching. And also their affirmations there at the end, it was important that they said who they're going to be. I told them about projecting into their future. But it's really important that us as adults, you know, we allow them this time to express themselves. You need to be asking your children, how are you? How are you feeling? Yeah? And letting them tell you the truth of how they're feeling. It may not be a truth that you like to hear, but ultimately, it's their truth, and especially our young boys, because so many of them are walking around with fear up to here right now. And it doesn't matter whether they're on road or they're not on road. It doesn't matter what type of child you actually have right now, because the fear rate is so high. So please, 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 just make sure that you're talking to your children, encouraging them. You know, we don't have a lot of youth clubs or anything else, so anything that they can actually get involved in, anything arts related, I say is healthy expression, and I call it creative expression therapy, because I'm telling you, these boys will walk around now after this moment on stage. They're going to walk around school with their head a little bit held up high, just because you guys appreciated hearing what they said today. So just one more round of applause for them. Okay. And just before I leave, I'm just going to read one other last poem, and this is just something that I shared with the boys, and this one is called Gifted. Young man, you walking with your chest real high, head so high you feel you're touching the sky, making that Skrilla, moolah, guap, red, brown and green papers, always thinking about the haters as you're stacking the papers. But it's cold out here, there's no love out here. The metal in your waist makes you feel cold all year. Numbing your sense, creating nonsense. Bang, bang, another one dead, another one's head to the floor. The community's got to mourn some more. That's right, we all cry for the dead. We cry for you. Cry for your future, the one that you don't see. Our hearts bleed for the bleeding. What you're doing is misleading you to believe that this is good for you. But really you're showing the low self-worth in you. That's not your fault. That's why it hurts. Everyone knows there's only two outcomes and you don't get to choose. That's why I worry for you, dead or in prison. Both life sentences. One hits you physically, the other can break you mentally. All the while you're killing off your cuz, sis and bro softly, with the nation's hearts breaking emotionally. You are a part of us and a part of our community. I know it may feel like you are separate from me, but trust me, all you do I feel in me. You are a representation of a brother to me. I hope you learn to love and value yourself, because that's how it's meant to be. I'm sorry this is your experience, and I'm sorry that you feel restricted. I just want you to always remember that regardless of whether you are convicted or conflicted, you all are gifted. All right? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Nadine, and thank you again so much, guys. That was actually amazing. Like, I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was going to be great, but wow. I think it's so important for us to kind of all see, like Nadine said, the youth of today are exposed to so much, and it's so important to kind of make sure that they have a space that they can kind of express themselves and that they feel confident to do so. So amazing job again, guys. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. And I'll show you our next performer for tonight is Chosen. So please give a warm welcome to him as well.
Hi, are you like my brother, what's going on? Sorry, can I give another big round of applause to the young boys, please? This was banging. I didn't know what to expect when I came out here, and I wanted to apologize. It wasn't always me, but one of the times my phone definitely did go off and I was on the phone. You know, I just want to apologize for not giving you guys the, you know what I mean, the respect that you deserve. But it was banging, banging, amazing. And I am part of an organization called Black People Giving. So we are, again, partners in arms in this fight to empower our young ones and allow them to express themselves, to change the narrative a little bit, and to essentially show our future generations that they have more within them than what society may be depicting. So yes, this poem here, is called Ignorance is Bliss, all right? And it's a little poem that I wrote just to, I'm gonna let the poem speak, okay? So there's 2 ways not to be a victim, and it ends where I grew. Gangbanging is 1, and suicide's 2. I've been running my ends for miles, but you couldn't walk 2 in my shoes, so don't ask me why I do what I do. Just do you, fam. So what, the mean mug scared you a bit? Yeah, boo-hoo, fam. Try living round these thugs with the sticks and the Suwoos, fam. It's more than scraping butter and A-town fitteds. Round here, it's stay gutter or get laid down in it. There's guns in garments, 8 rounds fitted, a glove compartment with a tray pound in it. I'm from a manor where the dons roll deep and there's non-stop beef, so the guns don't sleep, man, the block's so peak. If my brothers don't like the way that you speak or they feel how you're acting is wrong, it's not actually long. I will have a man changing her dress like a girl getting gas for a prom. You see where I'm from? It's rare to see youth upbeat, because we don't see opportunities to succeed. So we take all our hopes and dreams and bring them closer to the floor. If they're still difficult to reach, well, boy, we lower them some more. Until our greatest aspirations go from bringing change to nations into pinging Dave and Nathan to come meet me at the station where there's a debit card exchange. Then I'll be getting the hardest chains. I'll get me some credit, a couple of shades, and phone up my brothers Nate and Wayne to go to the Borough's Bates rave that's only a couple of days away. And now that my wallet has gained some weight, I'll blow the money I made in a couple of days on bottles of Ace of Spades. Slaves to astigmatism. If ignorance was a pool, then we're swimming in the deep end. So short-sighted we can't see beyond the weekend. Of course I want to break through, but there's hardly any help. And we're just trying to make do with the cards that we've been dealt. If I could give them right back, build my life from scratch, I'd stack those Lego blocks proper. Show everybody what the ghetto's got to offer. Not just trapsters and the shutters, or gangsters versus coppers, or living like life is just a game of cops and robbers. Look, if that's something you're proud of, I can't say I share the feeling. But I've seen the same state of mind from Edgware to Ealing, but can someone please tell me what is so appealing about a lower class living underneath a glass ceiling? Self-destructing our dreams and then choking on the fumes from the blast. I'm looking at my team thinking, who's gonna last? If we knew from the start that living by the trigger means you die by the bullet, do you think any of my brothers in their right mind would pull it? I said, if we knew from the start that living by the trigger means you die by the bullet, do you think any of my brothers in their right mind would pull it? Instead of making our aims aerial, I became a stereotype, and it's scary at times. I have dreams of myself plummeting from various heights. So I'm falling at warp speed through a precarious life into a 4-wall prison of a burial site. Is that what's in store for me? Are you trying to take the mick? So it's HMP or the Grim Reaper's kiss. When I visualize the future me, I didn't picture this. I should pitch the kid that had me thinking ignorance is bliss. But there I go again, trying to deflect the blame. When the choices were all mine, I should accept the shame. You get a chance at success and either take it or lose it. If you choose to do something stupid, don't be making excuses. The mess you made is your fault. If you hate it, then prove it. Chase after the life you love instead of waiting for Cupid. That's blatantly stupid. I'm saying it's useless waiting for him to come. Your odds are 1,006,000 to 1. Your chances are slim to none. If I didn't believe that success was just meant to come, the way I would have chased it, you'd have thought I was mental, son. The way I would have been dusting hard, jumping up and ducking fast, you'd have thought a man was playing Temple Run. But I've abused second chances for I don't know how long. I've done a whole lot that I can't be proud of. Dug myself a hole that it's hard to get out of, and time to grow up is something I've now run out of. Look, I'm just trying to spark a change. I'm hoping you receive the gist, and if not, all I'm trying to say through this piece is this. If you think opulence exists for the indolent, you're pissed, and you'll be dead before you live believing ignorance is bliss. Thank you. So, thank you. Appreciate you. So that poem was kind of taking on the persona of somebody who had, I guess, made a lot of wrong decisions in their life and was looking back on hindsight and just trying to speak something positive to maybe their past self or the future generations, just to kind of impart some wisdom. And this next piece here, I'm going to dedicate to all of the mothers in the room. Can everyone make some noise if you love your mum? Make some noise if you are a mum. Okay, I see you. All right, so this is called Dear Mama, yeah? Smile for me, mama. I know I've been a pain in the... I'm glad you stuck around for me, mama. Held it down for me, mama. I'm doing everything I can. I want to make you proud of me, mama. So smile for me, mama. I know I've been a pain in the... I'm glad you stuck around for me, mama. Now your baby boy's royalty. because I was raised by a queen. Work that crown for me, mama. See, when I was young, me and my mum used to fight. Often. I used to tick my teachers right off, and some thought I was a write-off and called her every time there was a slight problem. You and I know that's when the panic sets in. But none of my teachers were ever fazed. They're saying, you should have thought of that when you were getting brave. I'm like, you don't understand. Mummy's got a slight issue with addressing rage. So what, for talking out of turn, you want to jeopardize my health? When she starts taking off her belt, she isn't getting changed. So next time you're looking for her number, you know, scrolling through your phone book, or you witness her give me that wait till we get home look, just know that while you watch your daughter drawing in her notebook or you're marking all her homework while you're eating something home cooked, I'm at home shook. Yeah? Stomach full of butterflies, so there's minimal eating. Knowing at any given time I'm getting physical beatings. Probably syllable beatings, thinking you must be kidding me. Like, why do mums only ever stutter when they're hitting me? You ever got one of these, if I smack you won't know how to cry? Now, see me, I used to try and think clever. I'd be like, you know what? Next Christmas, I'm getting a 5-inch sweater. Have you ever held beats and then got told that you can't leave your room and just cried yourself into the best sleep ever? I would throw a pity party with no ID, then wake up with bold white streaks on both my cheeks. See, my tears had me sleeping the night away, but mummy, yours kept you wide awake. I got sick of getting in trouble every time I'm late for class because we had to boil water every time I take a bath. So I'm thinking about the cars that I would buy if I could make the meals. I'm thinking about major thrills and you're struggling to make the meals, like, how are we gonna pay the bills? My baby's not eating. How do I get him to stop sneezing? This house ain't got heating, this cot's freezing. And all the while you're in church sowing seeds that you wouldn't reap. Stress-related illnesses got you vomiting, you couldn't sleep. Fear of disappointing your kids, making promises you couldn't keep. And even with all of the odds stacked up against you, so what, that's friends that resent you. There's no one in the ends to defend you. You wanna buy a Benz, but the rent's due. There's 4 children to attend to, and keeping them alive feels harder than it's meant to. But you'd still look at me with those over-red eyes, mum. Hold your head high and tell me smile through it all. It's easier said than done. But my son is doable. You see, if any of that is true at all, then I know we'll get by. I saw you as a knight in shining armor, and I won't forget why. Misfortune rained down, but you sheltered us through it. I could barely see those rain clouds when I opened my eyes, and I would ask my older brother, how the hell did she do it? Because I remember living bummy. We stopped getting lunch money. It would kill me just to ask you for a pound or two. But you just called me on the phone, and we were laughing and joking. You told me you got a promotion. I'm so proud of you. I don't care if it's me and you against the world, mum. Your son loves you more than anything else in the world, mum, and you deserve the world, mum. You turned 4 little boys into a house full of Spartans, mummy. Well done. So even when you slack, please, mama, stand strong. You're a black queen, mama. I need you to know this. When I feel weak or lose hope, it's only you who keeps me focused. There's no way that I could pay you back. No amount of pressure could ever make you crack. So till the day I can just throw you like 100 grand, the plan is to show you that I understand. And you are appreciated. And so I'm saying, smile for me, mama. I know I've been a pain in the... I'm glad you stuck around for me, mama. Held it down for me, mama. I'm doing everything I can. I'm trying to make you proud of me, mama. So smile for me, mama. I know I've been a pain in the... But I'm glad you stuck around for me, mama. Now your baby boy's royalty. Because I was raised by a queen. Work that crown for me, mama. Thank you. Okay. One more. So before I get into the final piece, I just want to plug the Wayewa Foundation and BPG, Black People Giving, which is our community organization that we set up just to kind of support and empower the community, solve a lot of the problems that we know we have. So we have a lot of like youth programs, Soul Expressions, which is a dance, music, and acting creative workshop. This is all, do you know what I mean, free stuff. We've got free studios and producers. We do production workshops and things like that, just to allow ourselves to have the tools to express ourselves, because there's so many of our youth that are unaware. There's so many of our youth that are unaware that they have these talents and abilities, that they can write poems and come up on stage. And you know, a lot of us we wouldn't know that we had this in us if we weren't given the opportunity. So I want to appreciate every single person who put this event together. I want to appreciate you, the audience, for giving them an audience to speak to, and I want to appreciate all of you young ones for having the bravery and the courage to come out here and express yourself, because this isn't easy and it's necessary. It's so necessary, yeah? All young kings, every single one of you, all right? So, this last piece here is, I'm just gonna get into it, yeah? So, I wrote this piece in a time of frustration. I like to tell my story, but I also like to tell the story of the people around me. So this poem here is called Tie My Hands, yeah? You tie my hands, what am I gonna be? What have I done so bad? What is my destiny? You tie my hands, what am I gonna be? What have I done so bad? What is my destiny? Yeah. Like, how do I describe the damage you caused? How do I explain that it's twice as hard to become a loving man if you force damaging thoughts to manage the course of a child's life? It's your child, right? That means it's your duty to raise the child right, but you banish the thought. And then, well, damn it, of course. Ram him off course with memories of banging on walls and slamming on doors. Trap him in a world full of hate and aggression with his dad at the source. That's how to ensure that growing up he won't know better than to endorse more malice, of course. Round of applause. Man, I was 4. 4 when you put me in the foreigner section. When you decided I wasn't even worth your time, let alone love and affection. And that creates a void, which is something some of the older ones forgot. So I filled it with the olders on the block. And they taught me, use a gun as protection. And you're a younger, so you don't get to run any questions. But know that if you bang for me, then we're family. So if a man tries it with you, we ain't gonna forget them. See, when I was a kid, you ignored your cue to call, effectively rejecting me, and that became usual. Respected G's accepted me and let me in the crew, so I gave them the new role. Craved their approval. And mum started to resent me, she hates what I do. Because she clocked the pattern, I'm behaving like you. There was malice in your heart and now there's hate in mine too, but I'm just trying to fill a void that was created by... So you were supposed to give me the tools and the wisdom to help me beat the system and keep me out of prison, but you didn't. So I put them man on your throne. When for though, them man would let Satan hold their souls. And for though your own would put a price on your dome, they told me keep the 4/5 when you're on your own. If you get caught, don't snitch, man, you're on your own. And that's what I was raised to believe. Do as you're told for your elders, get brave to police. The 4/5 is the only thing around to protect you. Put in work for your guys and they're bound to respect you. And love is a weakness and never ever show them that. And the system's a load of crap, so load the strap because they'll put you in jail even if you never sold the crack. Now imagine trying to tell a judge this. That I was misled and prison provides no room to adjust this. But he doesn't see my troubled past. All he sees is justice. Now how is that justice? And he'll tell me it just is. He'll tell me there was always an alternative to oppose my decisions. But he expects me to act on info I didn't know I was missing. I'm not saying other options weren't given. I'm saying I had a dad. I shouldn't have to learn that stuff in prison. No man's an island. We all need a helping hand to stay afloat. I may have hung myself, but you handed me the rope. And this isn't me saying that I was set up or not accepting responsibility, claiming I didn't mess up. I'm saying you had a role and you didn't play it right. So instead of learning to live, your son was trying to stay alive. No man's an island. We all need a helping hand to stay afloat. I may have hung myself, but you handed me the rope. Thank you.
Thank you. So, can we please have another big round of applause for all of our performers today? Honestly. Amazing, amazing pieces. And honestly, I feel really inspired, guys. Like, I loved it. You off now? Okay, no problem. I was like, oh gosh, it literally wowed us and then disappeared, as you do. But yes, so now Nadine's gonna come back and give some of the boys some certificates for tonight.
Okay, so all of the boys, we've got you a certificate each to show that you took part in the creative workshop and presentation. And just to say that also the project actually is Arts Award accredited. Where are you, Makeda? There she is. She's going to come back. There's another Makeda. Makeda from Arts Awards. So you guys will get two sets of certificates, but you're going to get one today, okay? All right, so Mike De Silva? Malik? Yep. Do you know what? They spelt your name wrong on it. We'll have to get you another one. Come. I thought I'd been saying your name wrong the whole time. Here you are. Come and stay here. Stay here. Benjamin Bakalovic. I'm going to attempt to say your names. Well done, Benjamin. Diego Makiza. Did I say it right? Makasa. You have to correct me. Stanislav Makuna. Did I say it right? No. So they've spelt your names wrong, Topsy. You've spelt their names wrong. Okay, just wanted to put it out there. Little things that should be sorted. Is that Mr. Bear? Did you write their names wrong, Mr. Bear? Okay, all right. Riches, come here, my darling. Well done. Adrian. Can smile now, Adrian. Adrian never looks happy to be here. Hubert. Well done. Here you go. Kai. There you go. And Kieran. Well done. Okay. Just give them one last clap, and if you want to get a picture, let me get out of the way. Get together. They might want to take a picture of you. Put your certificates up. Your parents are trying to take pictures of you. Don't hide your face. Everyone getting their little pictures in? Yes? Okay, you can have a seat now. Thank you.
Thank you. So, guys, just to kind of close it all off, I wanted to say like a couple little things. We can't necessarily change the narrative that we're surrounded by now in London. But what we do have control over is how we act and our responses. How we think and channel our ideas, and how we can support our next generation, like some of the gentlemen you see here today. How we as a community, and when I say we, I mean we, because it's you, and me. How we can portray what the youth are doing and making a difference. And the steps we're making to flood the world, ourselves, with our children, and be living with positivity. The more positivity you put out there, the more you receive in abundance. And some of the work that you saw here today, I know everyone's going to be leaving, because I know I definitely will, feeling uplifted, feeling motivated that our next generation aren't full of what you see on the media, not full of just killers and drug dealers. We've got talented individuals in this room, and there's a lot of stuff that we can all do together to make this better. So, thank you so much, guys, for coming to hear him, I and me. And Tops, do you want to say anything? Yeah, when he gets on his phone.
Yes, people. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming. Can I get a round of applause for everyone, like the boys? Yeah. So I just want to thank Nadine, because Nadine does amazing work. So she's a bit under the weather today. Can we round of applause for Nadine, please? Yeah, and this is probably like our second project, so we've got loads more stuff coming next year, like loads of stuff, so look out for it. And yeah, guys, thank you. Yeah, take care, guys.
I was really impressed by the performance of the young kids. I really understand that they only had a short period of practice, but they excel. Just to show that there's a lot of talent that needs to be unlocked. And we appreciate places like this that are available for young kids to come and perform and show their talent. and a place that to be, and a place and set up to be encouraging and to be, the word fails me now, but I think I'm really impressed by what you guys have achieved so far, and it's to be commended and recommended. Thank you.
Hello, hello, hello. You're here with Makita at He, Him, I, and Me. No, today was amazing success. I just wanted to obviously just thank everyone that kind of came down today. We had a great turnout. UK and US artists, the boys with the workshop were amazing. In 3 weeks, they created some beautiful pieces of work that just really kind of letting us all know what they're thinking and kind of what they're experiencing in this day and age. I think it's so important to kind of have that space for them to kind of express themselves, and I'm so glad I was a part of it.
Most amazing show I've been to this year in regards to showing how young people truly can flair. I don't mean to rhyme right now, but I'm just in the zone. Main thing I want to say is shout out to Wasting Talent, shout out to Stratford Circus, and yeah, this I'm speechless.
Great. Hi, I'm Annabelle from United Borders. We loved watching this evening's showcase. Really, really impressed by the young people. I couldn't do that now, let alone at their age. And yeah, I saw some great artists perform. Thanks for having us.
Hi, I'm Justin from United Borders. Great event tonight. Need to give a major shout out to Topsy and the whole firm. The young boys were incredible. I'm really impressed that after just 2 weeks, they managed to put on a show like that, hold their own. They all looked like seasoned vets, proper proud of the whole team. Proud of what Topsy's doing. I'm very, very honoured to have been here with one of my young people tonight in Icy, and we're definitely going to be at the next event. We're going to be right back here. So this is United Borders, Justin. Thanks for inviting us, Topsy. It's been a great event. Keep doing what you do.
I'm Icy, representing United Borders. Yeah, big shouts out to Tops for bringing me out. Like, it's a good opportunity. Like, getting out there, more exposure. Like, spoken word as well. Like, I'm a rapper, but took me out my comfort zone, innit? So yeah, I love it. It was a good event. Big up everyone. Oh yeah, follow me on Instagram, m1_icy. Yeah, follow that up. Yeah, icy. Yeah, icy. Yeah. Cool.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Makita. I work for Small Green Shoots, and I also run my own organisation, Makita Makes. Today's event was amazing. The young boys should be very proud of themselves. Topsy should also be very proud of himself. I think that there's a lot more projects and events like this that need to happen to spread awareness and give a platform for young people to be able to express themselves.
So hi guys, my name is Kolo Luwole. I am the managing director of Afri Media. We are content creators and we work with broadcasters and basically within the African community. So I've just come today to support, Wasted Talent Project and Topsy. Show was absolutely amazing. I love the confidence of the young people. For me, it was good to get an insight into the young person's minds, to see how they feel, especially expressing themselves, how they feel about, role models in their life, who they see as role models, and just get a deeper insight into, their lives, because we don't get to see that, and growing up as a child, it was hard for me to express myself, there wasn't voices. There's all this whole thing about, being a man, you can't show emotion. So it was good for them. It was good to see, them on stage and all their confidence as well. All the acts were absolutely amazing. It was inspiring. I can't wait for the next one. I definitely won't miss the next one. And we hope to see, a lot more. Everybody was absolutely amazing. Wonderful host, wonderful team. It was just good energy. So congratulations to the team, and we look forward to seeing more. Thank you. Is that good?
How you doing? My name's Anthony. Credit to Topi and the team on an awesome event, awesome production. I was really, really impressed with what they're doing. A lot of talented boys, and it's inspiring to see them actually trying to make a change in the community, and trying to lift up these young boys, to be who they really, really are. It's amazing to see. And that's it.
Okay. So hi, I'm Kim. I'm 1/3 of Triple Sauce. I'm here with
Cece. I'm also part of Triple Sauce.
And we just watched the most amazing expression of feelings. It was a great spoken word piece. Obviously, for weeks now I've been hearing about this is going to happen. It's behind the scenes. I've done all the admin stuff, so I've never got a chance to come and actually see the boys rehearse or anything like this. And then coming here today and seeing all the amazing things they've done, it's actually just blown me away. There's so much passion and so much gifted children out there in the world, and so therefore I just feel that everyone should have a chance of seeing these children perform amazing stuff.
Yeah, I actually concur. I think just kind of seeing Nadine and the boys from the school, and also Chosen as well, every single act, the presenter Makeda, who's also 1/3 of Triple Source, by the way. Every single person contributed to make such an amazing show. It was amazing, it was mind-blowing, and also to be able to kind of have an insight into how the young guys actually see their own world as well, and to be able to hear their truth as well. It was very eye-opening, and it was just an awesome experience in all. And I feel like everyone's going to leave here with a different type of, at least a different type of paradigm anyways. So it's been amazing, and we loved it, so we can't wait for the next one.
Hats off to the Wasted Talent
team. This is my first one, by the way, so I'm really, really, really impressed. And Tops actually did such an amazing show.
Yeah,
so
I'm a veteran in the game.
Yeah.
Oh, he and me. It's somewhere here. Oh, it's not. Awkward. Awkward. Never mind.
No worries. It was amazing.
It was
anyways.
amazing.
All right. Yo, what's going on, people? This is Chosen, spoken word poet, artist, actor, creative, and I'm here at Wasted Talent Project. We just had an amazing showcase. The talent in these young boys was ridiculous. I didn't know what to expect, but I was very overwhelmed to know that they put together what they put together in 2 weeks in such short notice, and the way they were able to express what I felt when I was their age. It's mind-blowing. They're incredibly talented, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I got involved in this because I linked up with Tops in Stratford, and he knows about the work that we do with BPG and the Waewa Foundation, and he thought it would be a perfect mix and blend, and it was. I enjoyed myself thoroughly. It was an amazing event. If you missed it, you missed out, and make sure you catch yourself at the next one.
Hello, so today was a good event. I want to thank everyone for coming. I want to thank everyone for coming. The boys were amazing. The dean's been amazing helping the guys, and there's plenty more things to come. And please follow us and check us out. Sweet. Bye. Later.